In today's business world, some companies are constantly battling just to survive, while others, they are just growing in their space with zero competition. What is their secret? Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel with a new video. In this video, we are going to talk about red ocean strategy and blue ocean strategy and how the companies use the blue ocean strategy to grow, innovate and stand out. I will keep things very simple, practical and packed with examples so that you can understand easily. So if you are running business, planning a startup or just love strategy, this one is for you. First of all, let's start with where this all began with. The concept of blue ocean strategy was introduced by two brilliant minds, W. Chen Kim and Rene Melbourne, professors at INSEAD Business School. They studied 150 strategic moves across 100 years and also 30 different industries. What they have found was fascinating. The most successful companies were not focused on beating the competition, they were just doing something totally different than their competitors. They published their research in the book Blue Ocean Strategy in 2005 and it became a global bestseller. Later in 2017, they released a more hands-on follow-up called Blue Ocean Shift, giving businesses a step-by-step method to move into new market. So before going to talk about blue ocean strategy more, let's talk about the another one, which is red ocean first. Red ocean is where most company operates. It is the known market space, industries where everyone competes on similar product, similar service, or honestly similar marketing. Think about airlines, they all compete on price, luggage and route. In red oceans, you win by being cheaper or slightly better. It is constant race, but the more companies that enters, the harder it gets and also the profit shrinks. So after the red ocean, here is the exciting part, the blue ocean strategy. Instead of competing, you create. Instead of grabbing a slice of pie, you bake a whole new one. Blue ocean is about opening up a new market space where competition doesn't even exist yet. Think about the example of the Apple iTunes. Back when music piracy was normal and CDs were dying, Apple created iTunes, a simple, legal and convenient way of buying music online. They didn't fight record store, they replaced them completely. At the same time, another example is the Cirque du Soleil. They didn't try to be a better circus, they removed expensive elements like animals and clowns, then added theater, music and storylines. They created a premium live experience for adults, something totally new. So blue ocean companies do not fight for demand, they create a new demand. So you have understood some part of blue ocean strategy and red ocean strategy. So what is the difference? So let me tell you about the key comparison or the key difference between these two strategies so that you can clearly understand these two strategies more clearer. So what we have seen in the red ocean, you are competing in an existing market. That means you are in the same space as everyone else, offering similar product or service. But in the blue oceans, you are creating a new market. There is no crowd, no price war, just fresh space to grow. Next one is red ocean is all about beating the competition. Every brand is trying to stand out by shouting louder, offering discounts and or adding more features. But in blue ocean, you are not even thinking about competitions. You are offering something so new and valuable that the competition becomes irrelevant here. Next one is in red ocean, you are fighting for market share. It is the tug of war, but in blue oceans are different. You are creating new demands, attracting people who maybe never even considered your type of products before. And finally, in the last one, red ocean focus on price and features. It's usually about being cheaper or slightly better. On the other hand, in the blue ocean, it's about value innovation, delivering something that's not only different but also useful, convenient and hard to copy. So to sum it up, red ocean is about surviving in a crowded space. At the same time, blue ocean is about standing out and growing in your own space. And that is where the real opportunity is. So now let's get into a most important part. How do you actually move from a red ocean to a blue ocean? So this is the part which is called blue ocean shift process. This is a simple 5-step process that helps you move from fighting over market share to creating brand new demand. First one is get started or getting started. This is where you choose the right place to begin. Now you do not have to change your entire business at once. Just start with a specific product, service, or area that's stuck in the competition. Find a place that is important but struggling. So that's usually the best spot. Next one is understand where you are now. Before you make any changes, you need to understand the current situation. What are your customer expecting? What do you offer compared with your competitor? This is where tools like Strategy Canvas comes in. They helps you to see exactly where everyone is playing and how similar the offer really are. So now it is time to get creative. Start looking at the pain point, not just your customer, but also for people who are not buying from your industry at all. What is frustrating or confusing? What is turning the people away from your product or service entirely? Next one is find out how to get there. I know this step is where the magic really happens. Now that you have imagined where you could be, it's time to map the path to get there. And the way we do that is by reconstructing the market boundaries. In simple terms, you need to rethink the rule of your industry. Break away from how things have always been done and look at what really created value for the customer. To do that, you can use something called 4-action framework. It's a tool to help you challenge the standard and design you are offering. First, look at the part of what can we eliminate. This means cutting out features, process, or costs that customers do not really care about, even if your industry sees them as standard. Think about Uber. They eliminate the whole traditional taxi dispatch system and the need to carry the cash. After this part, you need to think about what should we reduce. That this is about simplifying or scaling down things that may be overdone or overwhelming. You can think about the budget airlines like Ryanair's reduces onboarding services like meal and entertainment to cut price and attract cost-conscious travelers. Then what can we raise? What can you improve or strengthen that really matters to your target customers? Like Netflix raised convenience. Instead of planning trip to a DVD store, you could access movies instantly from your couch. This is about raising customers' value most, not what the competitors are focused on. And the last part of it is what can we create? So this is the boldest part. What new feature, service, or experience can you introduce that the industry has never done before or never offered before? So this creation did not come from trying to outdo your existing players. They come from thinking differently about what customer need and want, often before your customer themselves even realize about it. So step 4 is about shaping your offering by asking, what are we doing that is unnecessary? What can we simplify? What should we double down on? And also, what bold new idea can we introduce? You are not trying to improve the game, you are trying to change the game entirely. This is how you move from being one to many to being only one doing what you are actually doing. So the last one is, it is the time to act, but you do not need to go big all at once. You start small, test your idea, see how people respond, refine it, and then scale. This is also when you make sure that your team is aligned and also your message is clear. Once you are confident, launch your full offering and position it as something completely different from anyone else are doing in the market. So step 5 is all about executing with clarity and confidence. You are not just launching a product, you are launching a new way of thinking. You are offering something customer didn't even know they needed, but once they see it, they will wonder how they ever lived without it. So test fast, launch smart, and do not forget, making your move is where blue ocean becomes reality. So that is the blue ocean shift, a clear, structured way to move from crowded, stressful competition into wide open and opportunity-rich market. And remember, you do not have to be a huge company to do this. You just need to spot where people are frustrated, offer something different, and also deliver it with clarity and confidence. So to wrap it all up, Red Ocean is about compete, survive, and hustle harder. At the same time, Blue Ocean is create, grow, and stand out. And the truth is, every business has the potential to find its blue ocean. You just have to stop asking, how can I beat the others? And start asking, what new value can I create? This works whether you are a tech startup, a local restaurant, a freelancer, or even a content creator. Let me ask you, do you feel like your business is in red ocean or blue ocean? Drop a comment below. I would love to hear what space you are operating in and what shifts you might be planning. If you find this helpful, give it a thumbs up, share it to someone who is building a brand or business. Thank you for watching. I'll catch up with you to the next one.